What's up guys and welcome back to the episode of Trying Top 1000 in the Classic. And we're starting off with a nice little bobcat kill over here. It's a little bit hard to tell, but it's somewhere down there for the grass. Starting into the collar, and there it is, a nice little drop shot here. It was taking me a little while for this guy to come in, but I mean that's just the main thing with bobcats. They really do only walk fairly slowly. It's always, I don't know, kind of a pain for them to come in because you could always shoot them with any kind of rifle, like on a really far distance, but then you'd also just spook everything else. But 20 kilograms and a nice 8.77 score here. A really good start, especially also the 115 GM. Love to see that, and it was actually just striking down this mule deer. I kinda messed up on the shot here, just hitting too far back. But yeah, the main goal here, of course, being again finally finding that non-typical mule deer. So hopefully we can have some good luck with that, and I hope you enjoy. Now we have some hogs coming in. There's this male down here up to 830. So we're definitely going to take this one because the one you can also see in the back is a female. Oh, but it spotted us, but thankfully it just dropped it right there. And there's another hawk running off over there, and as I said, that one that's coming in is actually just a smaller female, or well, I guess all females are technically small for hog. But yeah, there's also something over here, but that's just a white-tailed doe, I guess. No rare variation or anything. I took a look at it for a second, but yeah, nothing special, and I just decided to go grab it real quick instead of waiting for that female hog to come in. I wasn't really too interested in shooting it. If it spooked, it spooked. If it didn't, it didn't. But yeah, decent teeth here, so hopefully it's getting towards the higher estimate here of 830, 177 kilograms, and sadly only 702 score. So a little smaller than I had hoped for, but not bad overall. Now this might not be an animal, but I wish it was, because that antler looks absolutely massive for whitetail. And yeah, 99.7 here. I was really hoping that could have been on a deer, but even then it wouldn't have made the 200 mark, which would have just been insane. But 99.7, that's just I feel like I would have gotten that one actually in a deer, and it's just being a complete troll. But a really nice antler. We got a good amount of mule deer finally coming in. Of course, that being our main goal, so to say, of the hunt. And there's this one right there, 135 to 230. It's definitely got the potential to be really good here. Up to 130 kilograms as well, even though the weight estimate starting at 105 is a little on the lower end. But yeah, lined up my shot here because there is a few more coming in. So went for a shot from a little bit further away, but thankfully did drop it immediately. And yeah, there's this one on the left here, even though that one definitely doesn't look as big as the one we just had, and it's actually spotted us here, so we'll need to go back down again and wait for it to come in. And yeah, there's another somewhat decent one up to 225. It's definitely bigger than the left one there, but it's definitely not as huge as the first one we shot. And again, going for a shot on a little bit of a further distance, because the other guy was also coming in pretty close. Both of them got dropped right next to each other, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, you might be wondering why I'm using the winter camo, and it's not just because I forgot to use it, or I guess remove it, but it's actually because all my non-typicals I've shot on this map were using this winter ghillie suit, so I was hoping that might be my good luck charm. But yeah, first one not bad, 151, and this guy, however, really nice at 182 scoring. 86 gem as well, and I did decide to go for a trophy shot because 182, I mean, they don't get much bigger than this, at least often. Anything above 200 really would be a nice dream come true. I think I have a 202 personal best, but that one was like 4 or 5 years ago. I don't even think I have that one taxed, so definitely looking for a new 200. And we keep going with the mule deer, this time another decent one here, really good looking, 110 to 205. The antlers on this one are a little bit more wider, I feel like, even though there's not as much of them. But went for a shot through the grass here and dropped it right down its tracks. Thankfully my shots have been getting better, instead of the beginning of this video where I was striking one because I shot it in the intestine. But even then I guess that was, you know, fortunate, I guess, because we did find that nice bobcat. But 170 kilograms and 171 score, really nice. 80 GM as well. Not quite as big as the last one we had, of course, but definitely still a very sizable deer. So I'm quite happy with how that's going so far. Now all that's missing is the actual non-typical one. Now we have another bobcat coming in. It's right here behind these trees, so we're gonna move out of the way here so we can actually get a nice shot on it. It's the gray variant, and I did sadly not get another spot on it. I wanted to on this distance, but I guess it just didn't want to let me. I already spotted it before, and it's definitely decent sized. But yeah, I went for a shot with the rifle here, the 223 semi-automatic to be specific, but the main reason being that this was actually going to be my last kill of that day. I guess of that specific part of that hunt, because I was about to go play something else, so I was like, oh, let's just get this one real quick. And yeah, 18.8 kilograms, 8.78, so just a bit bigger than the last one. A nice gray variant, so that's definitely awesome. You know, from what we've had so far, you'd think there weren't actually any white-tailed deer that are at least alive on this. But there's a somewhat decent one here, up to 150, nothing too big though. But yeah, as I said, my 3 whitetail non-typicals I've actually shot on this map were all using the winter ghillie here. And there's a doe that spooked, so that's whatever. But I was really hoping that would maybe give some luck and hopefully we could get some non-typical mule deer this time. But 124 whitetail deer, it's not bad for I guess the only one we've had. Right back to the mule deer here after a single whitetail. But this guy right here looks absolutely massive, 155 to 240 score estimate, and a better weight estimate as well as the last one, starting at 115. So I went for a shot here, lined it up with the neck bone. That's I love to take my shots usually because you're right in the middle. But yeah, might have been a little bit far to the right side there at the end with him turning there a little bit. But it still dropped instantly, so I don't think it really matters too much. But yeah, this guy definitely looks really huge. Like this one really has the potential to be 200 and 192. So it's about 10 bigger than the last one, but 131 kilograms as well. So quite the heavy boy, but not quite the 200 I was looking for. So decided to not tax it. But of course, I took a trophy shot of that because even though it might not be tax worthy, trophy shot worthy, definitely. You know what, Melee really are the name of the game this time. There's a bunch of them and not even just like very small ones. Up to 245 this one, so really good score estimate. So we're gonna drop it right here because I got really close. A little bit lower weight estimate here, only up to 105 kilograms, so it's definitely not going to be too huge, but still definitely going to be a nice meal deer looking at it right there. And there's actually a bit more coming in, which is why I went to lie down here. But shot the entire body here in 171, so definitely not bad at all actually. We have a bobcat coming in, but there's also a feral hog over here, which I have not spotted yet. But that's just the female, so don't really care too much about that. But there's a decent one here. I'm gonna go for a shot of about 20 meters here on I guess, a little bit of a further distance for bobcats anyway. Them being so small, it's always a little difficult to hit them, I feel like, how exactly you want to. But of course, this one dropped instantly, so that's kind of nice. We've had a few good bobcats already, like over this course of the hunt. I think two bobcats scoring 1.877 and one scoring 8.78. And this one is 10 kilograms and is gonna score 7.9. So it's the smallest one so far, but still a really nice bobcat, especially with how rare they are. Now we have a max score estimate, I believe, over here of a pheasant, up to 30 score, as well as up to 3 kilograms actually, so really nice potential to be huge here. But it's 260 meters away, but look at that, it didn't matter at all, one shot and it immediately dropped. I did not expect it. I thought for sure I was going to use up all like 40 bullets I had left in the pistol, but no, 260 meters and one shot, one kill, like really awesome here. Alright, let's go take a look really quick at what exactly we have here. As I said, up to 30 D-score Smith as well as up to 3 kilograms. There's actually a pig up there, but that one was just a female. I couldn't see any of those protruding teeth. I'm not sure what they're called specifically. But yeah, 2.6 kilograms and a nice 27 score here. Not too big. I was really hoping for more with that the weight and score estimate, but I guess that's just what we have. And there's actually a whitetail bugged into the ground, but it's just a really small one, so nothing worth going for. So let's head to the launch and actually take a look at how much hunter score we've gained, because I believe it should have been a good amount. Alright, you're going to be ending on rank 2060, which means you've gained 11 ranks, as well as a hunter score of 24,180, which means we've gained 74 hunter score overall. Honestly, not too bad. Didn't quite get the non-typical, but I'm sure we'll get it eventually. So thank you for watching. I'll see you next time, and bye bye.